Hi, everybody. Welcome back to our different day of the podcast. Yo, we totally changed our clothes. We didn't. We told them at the end of the other podcast that this is not going to be the same thing.
Wait, I've got to do the classic intro.
No, I would introduce myself
What up?
first.
It's your boy.
It's your boy,
Amy.
Right meow. Welcome aboard. My name is Maaz from TheAMaazing.
I'm Rushlight Invader.
I'm Laddi, and this is my first podcast.
No,
No, this is the last one. This is the second one.
So I'm really nervous.
And
I'm Amy Right Meow.
there you
Like
go.
right now, but right meow.
She's a cat.
Meow.
Ha! So funny, those puns.
You don't have cat ears.
Oh, that's amazing. Ha ha ha
Well,
ha.
people will think I'm a furry,
That's Laddi.
which isn't a bad...
Not.
No.
It's not a bad thing at all.
Stop making fun of my accent.
See, is that a big thing?
Banana!
Banana.
Banana!
Has that been a huge thing once coming to us?
He takes the piss out of me all the time.
It's not not your fault you had this accent, first of all.
Yeah, then why are you making fun of her
It's
about it?
it's not your fact you were
It's
born
okay.
that way.
Literally last year at VidCon US, he did the exact same thing. He's like, good day, mate.
mate, you poor crocky, stripping in the ball.
It's okay, I love it.
It's just like, I love mimicking voices, so.
Uh-huh, sure.
That's why I pick on Mads a lot.
Oi, mate.
alright.
What you doing?
I told them, let's go to the petrol station. And they were like,
Oh, I say petrol
yeah,
station.
and they're like, what's
What's the
that?
petrol station?
It's like it's not gas.
It's not gas.
It's not gas,
gas
it's liquid
station.
petroleum.
I don't care.
Like, we in Australia, we also call it a service station or servo. And I'm going to the servo.
That's what. That's
Fuel
a service
station, even at a push, but it's generally petrol
A
station.
service station.
What's wrong with
street
you?
Corner where the prostitutes hang out.
Oh my god, I'm gonna
What?
get some gas.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, what's your best American accent?
I mean, I can do like a standard accent, and
Yeah,
then,
that actually sounds pretty good.
I mean, sometimes I watch Westworld, and I just
Dude, yes!
I just absolutely love Dolores.
Oh,
Dolores is great. Alright, she's way too good.
She's southern. She knows what's up.
No, mine was garbage. No, mine was hot. Like, I did a meme one. Like, there's a TikTok who does like a meme voice. Like, yo, so to be fair, like, let's talk about America. Okay, now I was walking down the street, right, and like,
You already said wrong.
yeah, I know
Well,
I
you
messed up the
already
right. I
said-
messed up the right. No,
But Australians, you just go up at the end, like everything's
yeah,
a question.
It's inflections going up, but you cut off every
William.
sentence. You essentially cut off anything, right?
Uh-huh.
Like, I didn't even say the G there, and you don't say the R's.
The thing is, if I had my original Welsh accent, it's super sing-songy. It's like, oh, I'm going to the shops and I'm going to have a nice time and VidCon's been amazing.
You sound like you're gonna do a jig as soon as you.
Us Celtic folk. But yeah,
Always doing
so,
a jig.
So, like,
Don't
most
you hate it when you're doing a jig when you're talking?
sudden jigs, hate
I
them.
hate it when you just start doing a jig.
Jig on the
I'm going to have to go to
haters.
therapy for it, you know.
Oh yeah.
I should just talk an American accent the entire time.
Just sing Old Time Road. You're set.
No. So the Okotoko moment when you're like talking American and
No.
Talking.
talking. Why you gonna roast
yeah,
me?
you're
Okay.
going all Aussie.
I know. I'm like literally
Talking.
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 I had a moment where I was like, "Can I get some water?" And they're like,
Water.
yeah, they're like, "Do you mean water?" I'm like, "No, I mean
Water?
water." Okay.
Whoa,
Can I get some water, please?
Yeah, can I get H2O? Can I get dihydrogen monoxide, please? God damn.
That's gas. Let's go to the station for that.
That's poison. Did you know that was a huge myth on the internet where there was the hoax where they were like dihydrogen monoxide poisoning will kill you because people didn't realize that was just water.
It's just water, yeah.
It's just water.
Water will kill.
People are idiots.
Yeah, people are not smart.
Why
Welcome-
don't we get cancer?
Welcome to
Oh,
VidCon.
those anti-vaxxers.
Oh gosh, guys, let's all discuss the vaccination movement.
Oh my
On
god.
this podcast.
Guys, we're gonna stop vaccinating each other. No,
We're
it's great.
animators, we're experts.
Definitely.
Well, you know.
All those anti-vaxxers need to jump
Oh,
off the flat
snap.
earth.
I forgot to do this.
What'd you do?
Shout out to our patrons. Hikaru, Jazzy, and Storyteller25, as well as the rest of the patrons. And shout out to the people who made the fan art right here, okay?
Wow.
Wow. Don't you? It's in the middle of the podcast
Wow.
episode.
It's coming right for his face.
Let's all do an Owen Wilson wow.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Wow.
Like, listen, what are we,
Wait,
Owen
there
Wilson?
Wow.
Owen Wilson.
Wow.
I wish I'd seen him at VidCon.
Didn't you
Dude-
not see Lightning McQueen?
Dude, was
Ka-chow.
Ka-chow? Dude, I saw. Was he the voice of Owen Wilson?
Huh?
Yeah.
Was he?
Yeah, it's Owen Wilson.
No.
Isn't he for like the first?
London
movie?
McQueen? He's not Owen Wilson.
He's Owen Wilson.
You messing with me now?
I actually don't know.
Look it up.
What? You didn't know?
Wait.
Ka-chow.
Now it all makes sense. Like the way he says that.
There are so many memes about this. Like how you. Oh man.
Mind blown.
Bro, I'm tripping.
It's like you're learning a whole new language.
Honestly, Owen Wilson's language. What the heck?
I can reinstall that Owen Wilson porn.
No.
Oh no.
This is Tony one.
Assuming that I uninstalled it, bro. Shake my dang head. Listen, there was a lot of people I met at VidCon. Owen Wilson was not one of them. Sadly. Wait, did you guys meet last year? Like they met Game Grumps and they freaked out about
We
it.
met Aaron Hansen last year. Yeah.
Did you meet anybody this?
Call me Carson, that sexy man.
I didn't meet anybody really.
I didn't get to see Nakey Jakey.
You didn't meet Jacob?
No.
You probably did. He was wearing like a disguise of sorts. He grown out his beard. And
I know. I'd seen on his Instagram
Yeah.
he's grown out his beard, but I just didn't see him around. I know he didn't get a full.
Do you like him?
Yeah, I love his videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big fan.
Yeah.
Was
like,
that the one person?
I really appreciated his Rockstar video because like I still haven't finished like Red Dead Redemption 2 yet, but Red Dead 1 like had a big impact on me and wanting to work into like film game industry kind of stuff. And it's nice to see somebody not like just outright praise for it. There are some issues I had with it, and it was just nice to see somebody also bringing that up. So I was just like,
represent.
Yeah.
Was that the one YouTuber you were most keen on seeing?
I don't know really. I was just there more so for you guys and meeting everybody.
Friends?
Yeah, and you know, I say listening to a few panels, but like not many of us went. So
Yeah, no, it's fine. Like, because this was your first VidCon US, right?
yeah.
Yeah, and I think I did the exact same thing. A lot of panels, and took down notes, but this time I was just like, I'm here for friends and meeting fans and everything.
Panels are smelly.
Some of them are good.
It's that weird mid ground for the creators that it's like a lot of them are for people who are just starting out.
Yeah.
It'd be good if they had an extra tier that wasn't industry. It was just like I don't know, intermediate creators or professionals, or like if they had a professional entry level, then and having talks from creators that are doing the stuff that we're doing now, you know, because it's like you were showing me the other day stuff that I didn't know about analytics. That would be really useful for people that are more in depth in YouTube already, rather than just like, oh hey, like how to upload this, you know, or whatever.
And like all the creator panels, they're so varied in quality as well.
Yeah.
Like a lot of what I'm talking about, like with regards to analytics and stuff, Matt Gielan, he's in charge of Little Monster Inc. They have a YouTube channel where they really break down a lot of analytics. And they recorded their entire their panel onto their channel, and I would honestly recommend.
I'd love to watch that.
Yeah, I'd recommend it highly. He's the one who reverse engineered the algorithm, like, and he wrote the paper on it. He's like literally the guy who knows the algorithm better than YouTube. Honestly, some of the YouTube employees, and so his panels are always worth it. And I wish, like, I probably should have told everyone that.
Was he the guy from the thumbnail one?
Yeah, that's him.
Cool.
It was yeah.
I caught the end of Matt Pat's one.
Yeah.
So that was really interesting seeing.
He's
like,
good.
Matt Pat's is always
don't put fire in your thumbnail. Don't put loads of emojis in because it'll trigger YouTube. You know, that kind of stuff. It's interesting.
And don't put bully in your title of your video either.
Yo, you mad right now?
I am.
Yeah.
I get half the views now.
What's the context? Tell the
All
context.
right, the context. All right, so I made a video called Standing Up the Bullies, and I guess like 5 months later, like, hey, not suitable for advertisers.
After 1 million views?
No, not even, like 700,000, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Wow,
it's my most popular
At
story
least it didn't happen at the start, so you
Yeah.
got a little bit from it.
You got cash.
Yeah.
Just a tiny bit.
Yeah.
Like a little drop in the ocean.
Yeah.
Cash.
Freaking, and then I did a message, and I tried to contact them multiple times. I'm like, I changed things. It's like I took calls to Google representation like 3 times. I'm like,
What did you change?
nothing.
What do you mean you didn't? What
I'll
do you mean?
I'll tell you what I changed. I said changed earlier than I thought. I'm ADHD. I'm weird. I don't know. Hold up. Hold up. And then after I talked to him and like other people and whatever, and I just changed all the tags. I removed everything about bullying, bullies, everything from the title, tags, description. Except for the thumbnail. Thumbnail still said bullies. And then they were like, "It's approved. Wow, congratulations!" Now it gets
What
half
did you
the
change
views.
the title to?
Getting picked on in
Not being
school.
bullied.
Yeah. Getting dunked on. Getting my ass whooped.
So yeah, don't title your stuff bullies or bullying.
I think that's what happened to Sultan Sketches as well. He wrote like a bullying story. Did it very well But it was whilst during the boost, it got demonetized. And he got millions or something and millions of views and did not get anything for it, you know. So
well, it's like with my last video, it's just like demonetized for days and days, and I was just like no idea what triggered that. But at least now we can like if they're gonna implement that new rule where they're gonna have to tell you the timestamp of what triggered it in the first place, that's gonna probably help out a lot of people.
I think that's for copyright.
Yeah, that's for copyright.
Oh,
Demonetization.
They will not tell you.
No.
Yeah.
So they like suggested things like it could be something with your title, and I'm like, they're trying to tell me something here.
Yeah. Holy moly, the bullies.
They won't tell
the
me what
title's just
word.
like a swear word. It's like,
Yeah.
what could it be? Just one curse word the entire time.
Yeah, so that's interesting.
Yeah. No, like VidCon panels are usually hit or miss, you know.
Yeah.
And I don't usually go every year by year, and I missed all of them. I literally didn't go to any panels except for my friends and maybe Drew Good and Danny Gonzalez one, because A, the seats were either just gone completely, or and B, I just know that they're not the highest quality. But it's not bad, you know. I definitely wouldn't say. I was the most keen on, I guess, meeting Elle Mills or Dodie Clark, but I don't think Dodie Clark went.
Oh no, because she's on tour.
Yeah, so I was keen on meeting Elle Mills. Naked Jakey and stuff I said hi to.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm jealous.
I walked up to Nerd City and I was just like, yo, hi, my name is Maaz. And he's like, my name's Ian.
City as well.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah,
he's a really
really
cool
good
kid. And so we had a good chat about, you know, a lot of stuff. And I asked him, like, how do you have so many editors? He's like, I've got a list of them. And I was like, can you help me out? And he's like, yeah. And
Hook me up.
Yeah, so seriously. And so we're having a chat about that. And he just introduced me to like Drew Gooden, Gus Johnson, Eddie Burback, and Naked Jakey, along with their family members like Sven and I don't know if I should say their names because they're family. Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, never mind.
Oh, those were totally made up names.
No, yeah. Well, I think Sven is public. Gus has said his name a lot, but the other ones I'm not too sure about.
You can always bleep that out.
Yeah, no, Sven's fine.
You know who I was most excited to see? I didn't expect to be there. Draw with Jazza and Alan Becker. I was like, oh.
Jazza gave me a hug. I was like, dude, your animations got me through university. He was like, bring it.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm being
He was so drunk.
Jazza's really nice.
He is. And he was
okay, Laddi, what you got to tell the story?
Okay, so we were at sorry to interrupt.
Go for it.
Okay, so we were at this artist networking meetup kind of. Oh yeah, we were at this artist networking meetup kind of thing, and Jazza came, and I was like, oh my god, it's Jazza.
As you do.
Yeah, but I was doing good, like, talking to different people, but, like, Jazza was always, like, I couldn't talk to him because he was always talking to someone else. But I was like, it was towards the end of the event, and I told Maaz, I was like, Maaz, I want to talk to Jazza. And he was like, okay. So he brought me over to where Jazza was, and he introduced me. And he was like, oh, so she's kind of a fan. And I'm like, no.
What have you done?
But he was so nice. He was like, oh my god. And I was like, ah.
You just gotta be honest.
He subscribed to me on YouTube.
Yeah.
So.
I'm subscribed with Jazza. No, he's cool. He walks in with like an Australian hat.
I know.
The Outback hat.
It's just.
And I think he wasn't expecting any Australians to be here. He fully
radiating Aussie energy.
Yeah, he was fully admitted. He's like, yeah, I just want to be the Australian. And I watched him. He's like, oh no, Maaz, please. He's like, you liar, bro, pretending like to be this Aussie. Get the hell out of here, man. And he's like, bro, you want the cap? I was like, I want the hat. And so I was wearing it for like an hour or two.
It was like a proper Crocodile Dundee
Yeah.
kind of hat. It was like as Aussie as it gets.
Yeah,
Like.
lovely dude. No, and he leans in. He's like, Maaz, I made a mistake. I was like, what happened, bro? He's like, I'm 4 drinks in, but I haven't eaten anything. I'm like, dude,
no!
what's wrong with
Oh
you,
my
man?
God.
He went to another party after.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah,
wrong
he
with
did.
you, Jazza?
No, Jazz is fantastic. I've had nothing. We had a stage performance last year in Australia, and it was an absolute blast. And he's also a performer. And I think for the AAA, the show that Sultan Alex and I are doing, he's going to get involved himself, but also offer his expertise on it. And it would be really cool.
Yeah,
It's very cool.
Won't be called AAA anymore, would it?
It's called AAA because it's Australian Animator Assembly.
Oh, I thought there was 3
Yeah.
Australians.
Aussie. That's it. And then the 3 triple O is a response. Oi.
Oh Oh no.
No, he was cool. And then who else was it? Jazza and there was one other person you mentioned.
Oh, okay. So I met Jazza, and then I was talking to this one girl. I just really liked her dress, and I liked her whole look. And I was like, oh my gosh, I was complimenting her, and she was like, oh, thanks. And then we talked, and then she was telling me about her channel, and she was like, oh yeah, I used to be really big into like the My Little Pony scene, and I was like, oh yeah, me too. It's so fun. And then she was like, yeah. And then she was like, you want my business card? And I was like, sure. So she gave me her business card, and I started freaking out because I knew who she was from when I would watch My Little Pony, and I was like, oh my god, I actually know who you are. Her name, I love Kim Possible a lot. That's her username. Go subscribe to her. She's so great.
That's a great username.
Yeah.
Because I like it as well.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good, but yeah, that was really cool. She was really nice, and then we talked a lot. And she followed me on Twitter. We followed each other.
Oh, what a wholesome story.
Look at you. Aw, we stand that energy. And you met Jazza and who? You mentioned two names.
Alan Becker's pretty cool.
Alan Becker.
Just
Right?
shows up. I was like, what?
Legendary animator. He's the one who made Animation vs. Animator.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
the one.
No, I didn't recognize him at first. And then I looked him up, and then I was like, oh, this is who I'm talking to.
Yeah.
Okay, I know now.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
anyone ever's like, how do I get animated? I just send them the 12 principles of the video he made.
He made like legendary tutorials. He's made like Animation vs. Minecraft, Animation vs. Animation vs. YouTube, all these like classic videos, right?
That we grew up on.
100%. And I was out getting some ramen, and I walked getting some food for Rush in one of the lounges, and I walk out, and he's talking to this random Asian dude, and I'm just like, hey Rush, who's this? He's like, hi, my name's Alan. I was like, yo, what's up? He's like, yeah, he's Alan Becker. I was like, hi. And inside I was like, it's Alan Becker. yo, it's Alan Becker. And so I didn't make it obvious, but I was just like, hey man, I appreciate your work, man. You know? And he's like, yeah, thanks.
Wow, that's so smooth.
Yeah, very smooth. And I was like, you want to come over later? No. No, you gave him a few drinks.
Want to nerd out tonight?
Yeah. I flashed on my computer. We can animate together. Yeah, no, so, no, that was fun. That was really cool to meet him.
Yeah.
Who did I meet that made me, like, giddy? Did you, like, I know, obviously, Jazza and everything. I think that Nerd City was probably the coolest. Like, because he's very criminally undersubscribed. I genuinely would recommend
his content is great.
Oh.
It's really high quality. It's just, he's hilarious. Everything looks good.
Yeah.
Interesting topics.
Mm-hmm.
It's just,
Would always recommend his channel.
Yeah.
And so when I met him, I was just like, it wasn't giddy. It was like so much respect. I was like, I genuinely hold like so much respect for your content. And you're just a fantastic creator. And then when I met Drew and Eddie and Gus, I was just like, that's cool. But it's like, I met my boy. Met Michael Reeves. Met Daniel Thrasher. Common Etiquette.
Circle Tunes, pretty sexy man.
Very, very good looking man. No. Like, that's all the positives of meeting the YouTubers, you know what I mean? I don't think I've had a negative YouTuber experience this time. Like, was there a YouTuber
Have
you
you
met
ever had a negative YouTube experience?
I lost in Australia. I had a negative YouTuber experience where I was just like, oh, that YouTuber could have probably.
Or what, they were rude to you or something?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I don't know. Even if I had some, I probably wouldn't say it.
No.
Yeah.
There was this one guy who was like,
Oh.
YouTuber? No, not the fan. Not the weird fan. I'll talk to him in a bit. No.
We'll get to that
We'll
one.
get to- No, there's this guy, like, he saw my yellow badge and walked to me. He was like, super aggressively networking at me. I was like, what are you doing? So he went around.
What do you mean by super aggressively?
Like, he went in like, hey, my name is blankety blank. And I'm like, I'm a YouTuber, Instagrammer. I'm like, all right. He's like, what do you all do? And I'm like, animators. And he went around pointing at everyone, but his eye was like looking at me. So he knew that I'm pointing at all my friends. Like, I wasn't like his main target.
Yeah.
And when he was like, saw my yellow badge, and by the end of the whole conversation, he just kept talking for like 5 straight minutes. And he just kept looking at me the whole time. Like, everyone else just slowly disappeared, like walking away from us because they knew like that guy. I'm like, he's like, follow me on Instagram. Here, I followed you. I'm just like,
Oh, I've had a few people that have
Did
been
you
like,
follow?
oh, let me
Yeah,
just
of course
follow
I
you,
did.
and like expecting
What
you
am I
to
gonna
follow
do?
them back.
I'm
I'm just
like-
like, oh, I'll check it out later. Like,
Yeah, just be like, check it out later.
I'll just unfollow him. Like, here's the thing.
top tip, guys, don't make people feel uncomfortable doing that.
Yeah, he
Like,
just-
don't expect people to follow your channel or follow your YouTube straight in front of them, because
Yeah.
it's just, it
Common.
makes you feel really uncomfortable.
It's
Yeah.
terrible. Bad impression. Just pointing me out because I'm a yellow badge. I'm no one special, really. It's like, oh, fucking yellow badge. I'm like, All right, cool, dude.
Thanks, man.
Bro.
I mean, I think it's fine to show off like what you do in context to what you're talking about if it's warranted, but just being like, oh, hey, sub to me, or whatever, or like, I followed you, so you should follow me back. Just no.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
It's just terrible. Anyone else had any crazy?
I don't. I had a guy who had a resume.
A resume
about that guy.
for YouTube?
Yeah.
Whoa.
He was working on his resume. He wanted to get hired.
That's sad.
Is it
Yeah.
the same guy I'm thinking of? Does he have glasses?
He asked the question on Jaden's panel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't there. What did he ask?
He asked like, "Are you hiring an animator?" Because I've got my resume right here, and I was like, "Yo, mate, listen, that ain't it, man. That ain't it."
How you get
There's
in?
literally like, what did you expect as the positive? Like, what did you expect in the best case scenario? She stands up like, "I do."
Absolutely. Yes.
Hired.
I will take you with me tonight.
Yeah.
Nah.
No. What a joke. No.
Yeah.
I didn't have too many bad fan experiences either. I know you did. You're keen on telling that
I
story.
hate that guy.
Anybody else had like bad fan experiences?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Not awful, but I just feel like some parents, not so much entitled parents, maybe that is the right way to describe them, but there was somebody their son was genuinely excited about me, and she was like trying to get me to like do it like a shout out for him, and I ended up kind of doing it, but in hindsight I wish I just said, oh hey, I'm not allowed to record anything for anyone, and I will do that next time, because you never know. Like, I didn't have a time to check out his videos, but his mum was like egging me on and like trying to, like, she was like, oh, my son was so grateful to see you and stuff, can you just say that for him, it would make his life and stuff. It's just like, oh, don't do that, don't put pressure on people to yeah. And then there was one kid that was just blank faced and was just like, record something, and that was odd, but yeah.
Interesting.
What about you? What happened to you?
Very odd.
Okay.
Yeah.
You've been laughing at the way you say odd.
Yeah, it's odd.
Oh my god, it's so odd.
I'm sorry.
It's Leviosa.
Wait, Hermione, please. Leviosa.
All right, so there's this kid. Something's wrong with his brain, I think.
Oh, well, all right. Well, that's where I start to the story.
You do have to be careful with, like I'm always aware that like anybody that comes up to us may be socially awkward, or they may have various not disabilities but like mental disorders or anything. So it's like hard for me to judge like who is being obnoxious or too close or too pushy, and who's like genuinely they don't know how to interact properly.
Right.
But
I'm a terrible person. So.
yeah. Okay, what have you got to say?
All right. I was just like walking around. He would come up to everyone, every single person. It's like, I lip sync. Here's my lip sync. Like, it was just shoving in his face, his phone. It's like, look, I can lip sync. Please hire me. I'm just like, get away, dude. And I was like filming. He's like, and then like 5 minutes later, he's like, I got you water. I'm just like, what do you want from me?
Yeah.
I'm vlogging. He's like, take it. I was like, I'll just give it to the other Jordan. He's like, no, Kelsey told me to give it to a Jordan. You're the first Jordan. Take it. He starts screaming. I'm just like, fucking shit, dude.
Yeah.
How old was he?
13 or older.
14,
Okay.
And I was mid conversation talking to this new person. They're like, I'm an animator, right? And he goes, Rush, I need. I'm just like right in my ear, right in my face. I'm like talking to the person. I'm like, and I put my hand on the shoulder. I'm like, listen, dude, I'm in middle conversation. Please.
Did you actually say that?
Yeah, I put my key. I was like, huh. I'm like, yeah, funny, dude. And he kept doing it. And I was like, screaming in my ear. I'm like, dude.
What did he say?
He just kept screaming in my ear, like, hey, Jordan, I have something important to tell you. I'm just like, come on, man.
That sounds rough, dude.
Like, please, I'm just having a conversation. I'll talk to you in a second.
That's rough. I don't know. Like, that's crazy that you. I didn't have anybody that bad.
It was interesting.
It was interesting. It's a good story. Make a video.
I'm sorry for watching this, but
He's not.
you need to like wait until other people's conversations are over and inside voice.
Inside a voice says less, you know. I guess I had one fan that was a bit over eager. I wouldn't say like in a negative way or anything, but they just did one of my pet peeves, which is like I was talking to another fan and they started recording me, and they were just like, so Maaz, what do you feel? They asked a question, and I was like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm glad. I know you're recording me, but I'm with another person.
Did you say that to them?
Yeah.
Because it's that weird like I'm never sure whether to like call them out on it and say like, hey, maybe don't do that or something, or whether you need to just stay completely neutral and ignore it.
It is rough because he started recording. So if I did snap at him, he could use that against me. So I was very much like, hi, I appreciate what you're doing and I get what you're doing, but it's like, do you mind joining the line and then we can do this later? And he's like, okay, sure.
Yeah.
So I joined the line and we did it later. He was around for a few hours and watching the line decrease. It was a bit weird, but it's like as long as he doesn't do anything to me, I'll deal with it. You know.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I don't think people will go out of their way trying to be weird. They're just trying to, talk to us, and get attention. And I think it's fine. That's genuinely, they like our content so much that they want our attention, and I get that. But I think it's important to also realize that we're people in the end.
Now I feel bad now.
No, in the end, we are people. Like obviously he wanted your attention, but in the end, like his intention wasn't to make you uncomfortable, but the result was that he made you uncomfortable, right? Like.
Yeah.
You can't change that, and so it's like it is a balancing act of how much do we compromise whilst also being like, okay, you need to stop now.
Yeah. And I think common courtesy as well, because most people were absolutely fine, but some would just come up and say, "Can I have a signature?" and then walk off. It's just like a nice please and thank you.
Yeah,
it's always appreciated.
Yeah, I agree. It was more fun. What about you, Laddi? You had any negative experiences?
I don't think so.
No?
Laddie's so wholesome.
If it was weird, I probably just forgot about it. Because, I don't know.
You didn't meet any creators that made you feel uncomfortable?
Creators that made me feel uncomfortable?
Or anybody that made you uncomfortable?
Rushlight Invader guy.
This guy in the yellow beanie, he kept coming up to me, but I'm like,
who's that?
I don't even know him.
No, it was kind of fun this time.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Last time wasn't fun?
Yeah.
Yeah, what the heck?
What happened last time?
Last time, total garbage.
No, because last time, I wouldn't get recognized really unless I was hanging around Rush because he had his yellow beanie, and then they'd hear my voice, and then they'd be like, "Oh, are you Laddi?" Yeah. But this year, I was kind of walking around by myself sometimes, and I'd get noticed, and
you were popular.
Popular.
There's people coming up to you in the queue because when we were getting our passes.
Yeah, you too.
Wow.
I was talking to Amy. I was like, Amy, you're gonna get recognized in the line today. And then
100%.
she did. I was like, I told you. She got recognized twice.
You like the feeling getting recognized?
It was funny. Funny.
She's like, oh my god.
I know, because I was so cool with them. I was like, yeah, so cool to see you. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I'll sign this. And then afterwards, I was like,
I don't think
I'm blushing so hard right now.
People don't recognize, people don't realize that we the first
we freak
few,
out.
we freak out.
Right.
I still remember some of the people that came up to see me this year. I was like, I remember you.
Yeah.
They're like, I was here last year. I was like, yo, what the heck? I remember you so much.
But I appreciate the bravery because I wouldn't have done that when I was a kid. I would have been too shy.
Me too.
I wouldn't have the guts to do that. So
exactly.
There was a girl in the queue. The first person that recognized me, she was too shy to we were behind her in line the whole time.
Nadia.
Yeah, she was too shy to even say anything, and then her mom she was like, hey, my daughter's really shy, but she really likes your videos. Can we have her sign stuff? And I was like, yeah. And I told her, I was like, don't be shy. Literally, all of the animators you meet are gonna be just as excited as you are. Yeah.
Because they just look at our videos and they're like, oh my god, these guys are so cool. But we literally spend weeks over our tablet, hunched over like gremlins,
This is why I've lost my voice. This is the most social I've been in my life. So.
Yeah.
It's so funny because the first few times I still remember her name. I still remember what happened to clarity. One of them gave me a little image of me holding a bowl of soup.
Aww.
And I still have it to this day.
Aww.
3 years down the line, 2 years down the line, I still have it.
Yeah.
It changed my life, it's I appreciate it.
Somebody did me a big A4 portrait.
Hi, is that something else YT?
Is that something else YT?
No.
Whoa.
What kind of pizza do you want?
Yo,
Vegetarian.
vegan pizza.
What kind of pizza do you want?
Shut up, Adam. Vegan for Amy, and then
They even do vegan pizza?
yeah, we had vegan pizza yesterday.
They have vegan pizza? Or is that what you asked?
Camera here.
Oh.
You moron.
Not to be controversial, but I want pineapples.
You know what? You know what's up.
She
Yeah.
didn't even give a pizza. She just said pineapple. That's it.
Just some
Big
pineapple.
pineapple.
No, that's
Get outta here.
What kind of
Get outta
beans do
here.
you want?
Let us know how much
Bye.
miles. Bye-bye. Who was the fuck was that guy? Who
I'm
invited?
gonna lose it. What were we talking about before this? We were talking about.
Fans that we met and how adorable they
Being
are.
excited about
Oh,
friends.
dude, the bowl of soup, man. It's like I got a lemonade and everything.
I met a fan. No, okay. So speaking of
Broke arm
like
guy?
veteran fans,
Veteran fans.
veteran fans,
OG
OG
fans.
They came from the
OG
war.
fans.
No, I was like, they came from the war. like,
Oh, like,
yeah, PTSD. Yeah. They're like glazed over. They're like,
Laddie, we will win this war.
I remember sub to Laddi.
yeah. I remember when Laddie took my organs.
no, but so veteran fans, OG fans. I guess that's the better term.
Ye oldie fans.
So last year, me and Rush, we kept running into this one kid.
Right.
He had a cast on, and he had us sign his cast, and we would run into him like all the time. We recognized him. He was like, "Hey guys, stop following me!" And I was like, "Sorry."
Aw.
And so this year we saw him again, and like that was the most excited we were. Like, Lou mine, I love you. But he gave me. I wish I had it with me right now, but he made for me a little Laddi plushie.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's I feel bad because the hair kind of ripped a little bit, but I'll fix it. But
Aw.
it's like a little like sock filled with stuff, and then like the eyes are felt.
That's
and, like, the
so
hair's felt.
adorable.
And that's the best thing anyone's ever made for me. And
Dang.
like seeing him was like,
The thing is, they're probably sticking pins in it at home.
oh yeah,
Like a voodoo doll. Like,
yeah.
soft to Laddie.
You'll just be editing one day and be like, ow.
That's where my mosquito bites came. But yeah, as soon as we both saw each other, we were like, oh my god! And we hugged each other.
He
It was
grew up.
really-
He
He grew up. He got so much taller.
He got so much tall.
Aw.
And that's
Taller.
weird. Watching your fans
Fans
grow
grow up.
Yo, that's messed up. There was like, I just love.
You're gonna
funny.
sound like those grandparents, like, oh, last time I saw you, you were this big, and now you're up here.
His voice was a little bit deeper.
No, it's not bad.
He was like, "Can you break my arm this year?"
There was a fan at a Scribble Showdown whose mom carried him, like dragging him, like, hi, are you Maaz, TheAMaazing? I'm like, yeah. And they're like, my son's a big fan. And like, and, you know, his name, he's like, smacked his mom. He's like, Mom, stop it, you're gonna embarrass me. I was like, bruh.
Oh my gosh.
You're right. You should be mad embarrassed. No, I'm kidding. No, it was adorable. I was like, listen, boy, Liam is his name. I love him.
We stand our fans.
We stand.
All right. It's not a crazy story. I just met that guy we met in line. He saw me first last year.
Yeah.
I saw him again this
You
year.
saw him again?
And he was like, oh, Rush. And then his mom's like, do you remember him? Like, Death Caroline, I remember you. You're my first fan. And he's like,
You took a picture of him
no, I
last year.
didn't take a picture this year.
But last year you put him on your Instagram.
Yeah, I took a picture of
Yeah.
him. Like, I was happy.
Of course you remember him.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was getting people to do as well. Like, somebody came up to me and took a Polaroid picture together. I asked them to sign it for me, so I can remember. Like, I was like, well, if I'm giving your signature, I want yours back.
Yeah.
So if anybody gave me anything, I asked them to sign. Like, there was the guy that was giving out the socks. So I've asked him to sign the
Oh,
socks.
that's so cool. And a cool business card, your socks.
I know, right?
All right, Amy, so VidCon's fun, right? What was your most memorable experience at VidCon, right?
Outside VidCon?
No, it could be anything VidCon related. The whole trip.
Just being able to put a name to people's faces and knowing I know that's weirdly wholesome. We'll get on to the crazy stuff later.
No, it's
But-
alright. Weirdly wholesome's fine, you know.
Yeah.
Having a good time.
I want the tea, goddammit.
Having a good time with friends, you know, eating, drinking,
Because I think you've all obviously been like around the community a lot more than me, and I'm fairly new, so it's been really nice.
No,
But yes, I was crap at bowling.
Yeah.
Thank you for bringing that up. The thing is,
I was so subtle about it as well.
I went
Bowling.
that, and I was triggered, but I was like, I'm gonna stay calm. I honestly went into that thinking I was gonna be like so cool. I'm gonna just whap it out and just like be like strikes all the way. Because the first one, what did I knock over? There was like one left or something,
Yeah,
and I was
9,
thinking,
yeah.
oh damn, I got this. And then it was just like
Downhill from
none.
there.
What happened?
None.
You kept twisting your wrist at the end. You have to keep your arms straight.
You know why? It's because I suck.
Yeah, well.
I suck too. It's okay.
It's funny because Rush and I, we had this entire competition.
Yeah.
This entire competition thing.
Oh yeah, you too.
Going on for years now.
Yeah, we're supposed to do it last year.
Yeah, but I was a busy boy. But this time I was like, I'm here. I'm queer.
Nice.
Let's do it. And so, we started bowling. We started off pretty strong. He's like a semi-pro dude. What I didn't tell Rush was that my dad was like semi-pro as well. And every time we were growing up, every time we would go bowling, he used to play with me and my brother, who was 1 year younger than me, and just destroy us.
Oh no.
Constantly. And he'd be like, you guys are bad at this. And so we would get so vindictive, like, we're gonna destroy you, Dad.
One day we'll rise up.
And literally we were gamers rising up. And so, but the thing is, he's like really good. Every single time he'd easily clear 100. And like some days he'll be like talking on the phone and he'll get like 140. I'm like, Dad, stop. And then like when I was like 8 and 19, we went bowling. And both me and my brother destroyed him.
How do you feel about that?
He was like, my boys have grown up, and I was like, yeah, suck it, Dad. You are weakling.
Like kicking sand in his face.
Yeah. Threw a bowling ball at him. No, so like,
You're not the man you used to be.
Exactly, peasant. No, and so Rush and I were playing, going well, pretty neck and neck, and then the last round.
Until that kid intervenes.
That kid. So
you were so angry.
Rush bowled, for context. Rush bowled, and he's been doing pretty well. He got spares some strikes, and he bowls this one final frame and gets a 3. And I'm like, you weakling, you absolute moron! You have angered the gods today. No, so I was just like, you're gonna fail. You're gonna miss. You're gonna miss again. You're gonna lose. And then this kid in the next lane over, he gets his ball.
As if the universe just appeared
and
to
he
just
bowls, but he misses so badly that the ball goes into our lane
Right in the gutter.
and goes straight into the gutter.
But it was so slow.
It
took ages to
So
get
it was just
down.
us like
I was
this all
just
time.
looking at it, we're like, no. And I looked at the kid, and the kid's like, and I look back at the ball, and it's just like, and I had half a mind to run into like in between. I was like, stop! No! And so I'm literally grabbing this freaking thing, right? I'm trying to grab this ball, or trying my best anyway. Not really, because I was like, stop it, no one, please. And so he gets a miss, and you're just laughing, you're just cackling, you're like, you idiot. The universe is giving me another chance. Redemption is swift. And I'm like, no, please. There must be a way to remove it. But the pins have been reset. There's no way to do it unless you delete the entire thing. And he's like, give me an 8. I'm like, there's no way I'm giving you 5 more pins.
Give me an 8.
Okay, you need to do it. Whatever, just ball.
You were freaking yelling so loud. The parents, everyone knew that you were upset.
No. And he bowls
the whole night.
He bowls and gets a 9. And then the last pin, and he gets a spare. He gets all 10. And I'm like,
I turn on the go.
I'm like yelling. I'm like yelling as if I got stabbed. Okay, I was
furious. There. I can confirm.
I was furious. I was like, this kid kid. And my fear was though, like once again, I was so mad that like they probably heard everything I was saying, right?
You were right next to
Absolutely.
them. You touching shoulders with them.
Yeah. I essentially shook the kid and went, "You moron!
You did that to me.
You idiot!" And I choke him out. I'm like, that's why I had the gloves on. I was like choking him out.
No fingerprints.
And my fear was that the kid would turn around and go like, "Is that TheAMaazing?" I'm like, "Oh no!" If he did that, I'd be like, "Yes, you stupid kid. I'm making a story about you."
What if he knew who you were, but he was too scared?
No.
He was looking at us the whole time like that.
Can we cancel TheAMaazing?
Can
Can we cancel TheAMaazing? And so I'm so mad. I bowl and I get a 7. And that's it. And I lose. You know. And I'm like, no, again, one more
You
round.
can make it up next year.
Yeah.
You
No.
go next
We
year.
have the second round.
And there was a second round.
Oh,
Right?
okay.
And we were like, okay, the total of both rounds, we'll just do it, right? And I'm not sure if you were built for endurance bowling, because I was I got 97 first round, and the second round I got 94.
Oh, we still suck though.
94 is pretty good.
No, that's not pretty good. That's not good at all.
What do you get, bro?
The highest score I ever got.
80.
What do you mean?
You got 80 in the second
Yeah,
round.
I suck.
Yeah. And so I was like, okay, whatever. We'll just tally up the scores. And then it turns out we both got 191.
Yup.
It was a tie.
It was a tie at the end of the
And
night.
I was like, again, it restarted my rage. I was like, this kid!
We'll never know.
Murder! Murder is the only
In
way.
conclusion, how are you going to both sleep at night until next year?
I won't until next year, okay?
No.
I'm so sleep deprived.
Yeah. Guys, let's do it.
You need like a dramatic montage next year of just like you meeting.
The kid just shows up again though.
Oh my god, yes!
He's like back. He's like,
Can we hire him
No.
like
Yes,
to intervene?
he's like, hey, Maaz. I'm like, no, please, no, not again.
Throws the ball.
I literally said as we were bowling, I'm going to grab a ball and bowl in their lane. From now on, just throw balls down their lane. God damn, man. I was so upset.
What about our friend in the next lane?
What's up?
Just our friend next lane was making fun of us the whole time.
They were laughing at us at how angry we were getting. And then one of them gets 194, the 3 more pins, and he's like, "Oh, so why do you guys suck at bowling?"
He's like the king of bowling for some reason.
he's like, "I'm
now.
the king, so I'm better than you guys." And I was
It's only
like,
3 pins.
"You're the worst." So that was a very memorable night. Obviously, Alice and you and we're all having a good old time.
Alice was doing really well.
Her technique was interesting.
very, very interesting, but she was doing pretty well.
Yeah.
I'll have to go bowling with you guys next time.
Yeah.
I did karaoke while they were bowling.
We were hyped up. I was so I'm usually calm and composed. Whenever I do get emotional, it's for hyperbolic or comedic sake.
You were genuinely
No, this was
losing
genuine
it.
fury. I was furious. I was laughing at the same time, but I was just like, no.
Does this remind you of you and your dad back in the day?
Yeah. Furious, happy fury. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, maybe that's exactly it. Like he's just bullying me.
Yeah.
100%. No. I know it. I'm annoyed now. We need to go bowling later.
Tonight.
It's so good.
Oh, yeah.
That's right, I mean, we had a fun time.
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. Even if I sucked.
It's all right. You were not even that bad. You were fine.
I was.
You're pretty.
It was pretty bad. Come on. Come on, guys. It was pretty bad.
Very smelly.
It's all right. Well, I think you got 20 something.
No.
No.
It's fine.
Feeling 22.
Oh, no. Yeah, good story.
Yeah.
That would be me too. It's okay. If I was bowling, I'd probably
You
lose.
probably wouldn't have been as bad as me.
We were giving you the dinosaur tail.
The thing is, I went in super confident. That was the problem. I thought, I'm going to ace this. And it's just like, whoop.
Can I be quite honest? Bowling requires a certain flicking motion. The way I bowl, the way I bowl is like I take a 7 or 8 and I just bowl really fast, like cannonball down. And that like I just pull everything. I run up, I like throw the ball down. It's the same time I'm like literally like pitching it, right? But now my arm, like the forearm muscles hurt because of how much I bowled. Yeah.
We went hard.
Yeah.
Not hard enough. We tied, so.
Yeah, dang it. The kid. I'm blaming the kid, man. It could have been an easy win from us, but frick you, man. he's gonna train.
But you didn't, though.
Yeah.
My forearm's gonna be huge.
I'm kind of glad the kid was there because that makes the story so much more
It's just a
interesting.
story. It's just a good story, man. Like it was funny because I was just like I was like being just meme guy. I was like, Alice, you suck. Go miss. I'm like her father. I'm like you're such a disappointment. And I turn around, and the ball's like halfway through. I'm like, and the kid looks at me and he's like, and that's when I realized I was like, no, please, man, please. And I'm like, tears are rolling down. And that's when I realized.
He's crying.
Yeah, he's crying. And then I started crying like, no, please don't tell me. And the Rush is like cackling.
That was a good night.
It was fun.
And we got crunk.
What was your? Yeah, everyone got crunked. I got crunked.
I got so crunk.
Maddie got super. No. Okay.
What in general that night?
I overall every night.
Oh God.
In general, I don't drink. I will say.
Me neither.
I drank.
We're good boys.
Don't shame us sinners here.
Sinners.
We're sinners. Don't stop it.
We bad boys.
I'm Laddi and
We got home
We
safe.
got good girls and bad guys. We're sinners.
We're fine.
We drank a lot of
At
water.
least that's what I tell myself.
Yeah. It's convincing
It's
yourself.
not a problem. I can
Sultan's
stop
like.
anytime.
Oh my God.
We'll grab him if he was here. Dang.
I hope he's okay.
Me too.
My heart goes out to him.
It's a story for him to tell. That's all good. We should wrap it up.
Yeah.
All good. Thanks for stopping by, Amy.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Amy, thanks
I'm
for
gonna.
stopping by when we told you to come in.
Okay, I will remove myself now.
Yeah, it's alright. We have pizza now. Okay, we got pizza. Now you gotta crash
Pizza.
Adam's one. Okay, when we have Adam
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna be like, hey Adam. Bye Adam.
on. You want some pizza? Just really 100%. All good. Thanks for coming on to the Void Chat podcast.
No worries.
We appreciate it. We'll have a regular one with Amy in the future.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Check out our channel. She's obviously cool pal.
So cool.
Thank
Oh,
you.
look at her. Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah, I'm so embarrassed right
It's not
now.
Amy right now.
Oh
Oh my God.
I
I'm a
mean,
big fan.
She got recognized right now in front of us.
Right
Oh
now.
my God.
I recognize it. Oh, good. All right. With that, we'll see you later in the next episode with us in the exact same couch. Oh, good.
Same outfit.
All right. Ladies, guys. Bye. And logging off now.